Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV. And tonight we are at the dreaded Mount Panorama for round 7 of the GT3 Sunday League. Season 9, just 2 races remaining of this season. Do apologise about the lateness of the stream. I won't lie, I did oversleep somewhat. So I just want to grab the standards for you, see how things are shaping up as we move into the final stages of this season. We are currently working on the next season as well, looking like it will be coming in June. Okie dokie, so currently topping the league is Ichigo in first place with Ant trying to keep tabs with him on 281 points. Takguna is in third with a 264 points. Bad Ben just dropping off a little bit, even though he picked up a win last week. We did have a shocker first race, only 16 points. And then we've got Prawn Star, who is struggling around here tonight in 5th place. He's on 230 points, so starting to drop off the points. And then Febrex in 6th. Basso, Migron, Latter Power, Tat Staff make up your top 10. With Carpers just in 12th there. Didn't make 11th, sorry. Didn't make last week's race. But yeah, there's the standards. Most of those are further down the standards aren't there anymore. So back to the racing. I'm on board with Carpers at the moment, who's sitting in 5th place. These are the quali times. Mad Gank is currently top of the times. 2:02.4, half a second in front of anyone else in the BMW. BMW looking like this is going to be a struggle track for them. Not being the greatest for the German car. It was OP when it came along, but the other cars seem to have been had a boost on the last BOP. So who's out of position really? You've got to look at Prolstai struggling currently, but we know his consistency normally brings him through the pack. Doodod looking pretty strong so far. I did catch in the corner of the screen John G had a massive contact with the wall in this corner here. So 2.5 minutes remaining of quali. Mad Gank still top of the times. John G's actually going to be the next to cross the line to set a lap. Let's see what he does as he comes into the final bend. No, it's another invalidated lap, so he's not going to get to timing, I don't think. Doodod's going to come around next. Can he improve? No, he stays in 9th. So Sipex, no, it's not Sipex. It must be Chip Butty. He's making his way back down the mountain. Slowest of those who've set a time. So yeah, 19 cars out there. No time for Ant McVitie yet. Just a 1 hour race this week. Although next week we do have a final race of the Xbox season. PC's race tomorrow night has been postponed till next week due to a administrative error. So Chipati does not improve. Next to come over is Prolstai, sitting 16th at the moment. wonder if that's a tap, boys. Let's see what Pro does. Can he improve? He does. Gets himself up to the 12th. Decent lap. So we've got Pedro and Gaitaz sitting right on top of each other. Now we're going to have the same as we saw last week. Gaitaz should have backed out of there because he's not going to get let past. He's going to... Well played, Toe, mate. So he's going to let Gaitaz get one more lap in. Febrex Bad Ben have called it a day. Car 86, Ichigo, our championship leader, sitting in 10th at the moment. Gets himself up into 5th place. John G10 coming around once again, final corner. Can he put a lap in? Will it be significant? The clock has just gone. It does. Jesus, he's way off the time there. 7 seconds off the pace. Even I'm quicker than that. Come on, John. 201. Tat Godard's coming into the final chicane at the end of that long old straight. And straight into the pits comes Tat Gona. And then we've got car 333 next. Chip Butty, he's come around, so just 3 more cars. Don't know if Chigo got across the line or not. It might be just getting a bit more practice in. And then Chip Butty for G session stays in 18th. Who's that? Is that Prawn Star? Yes, it is. Cool Ace's called. He's one up, so it is. Prawn, can he take the lead? No, he doesn't. Stays in 13th place, and that is the end of qualifying. When did Mr. Gank, Mad Gank, and Mr. Sepex take their PED tests? No, we don't use Asada here, mate. So well done on a great lap from Mad Gank. Nearly half a second in front of anyone else. Let's have an actual look at the times. So yeah, Mad Gank with a 202.4. And then Sipex a 202.8. Only 2 drivers managed to get into the 202s. With Febrex, Bad Ben, Ichigo, Tatguna extremely closely got each other. Then a couple of tenths off is Carpers with Mig Run just 2 thousandths off. It could be close between them two once again this week. Guaitez, Mike McVitie, Doodod. McVitie did get a lap in. Yeah, but we do know what this track is like. The lap times are wiped to now. We've got a whole 1 hour race, 60 minutes. This is a fix. Dude, you're more than welcome to go and test all of the drivers. Just, I don't need to be tested because I don't drive. But we'll be next season. So the streams will be coming to an end. Maybe just for the 1 season. Because numbers have been a bit low. But next season we will be... I will be taking part in GT3 Sunday, and then GT3 Monday I will be live stewarding. And then taking part in, hopefully, any PC midweek leagues, like the Gentleman's League we're starting soon.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Extremely long formation lap here.
10 seconds.
Just reading the Discord chat. One of the drivers asking what the F on the 202. It's some crazy speed, but clearly the BMWs are looking pretty strong. The Hondas as well. Ichigo is, I think he's one of them drivers who can get that McLaren around any track. But I think Dudod's looking a bit stronger than he has done so far this season. Fabric's had a decent quality there, got himself into third place. Hopefully he gets himself out of trouble. So get your bets in now. Who's going to be the first one to smash into the wall and then cause a massive problem? This could be one of them tracks that we can actually red flag. Because I myself once got stuck sideways at the top of the mountain. It's not ideal. Did cause a massive. I think that was a charity race as well. Evening, stranger. How you doing, Rosa? Points cap. I can't believe you're asking that on your formation lap. Points gap between Ants and Ichigo is a lot. 35 points. Is that 45? That's 45 points. Yeah, my apologies. 45 points the difference. 50 points for a win. 2 races left. You doing the math? So expecting Prongstar to do his thing, come through the pack. Although I wonder if he just hit something because he's down in 18th there. He's back behind Call later. He's back in position. I think Takuna had enough as well there. Yeah, coming through. He's got to hurry up. He's got front end damage as well, so that's going to be a problem for Takuna. Let's see if Prongstar picked up any damage through that as well. Right, so they're going to line up 2 by 2 in a second. This is the worst track to do filler for. Not even I can find something to talk about out of nothing for that long. But here we go, 2 by 2 coming into the final chicane. Do see loads of problems during the race usually at that. Quite tricky because there's no actual brake mark. You sort of got to sight yourself in between boards here. I was only getting 206s this afternoon, so. But good luck to all the drivers. Paused up there. Uh-oh, there we go. Here we go, as they come across the line. Have I got another view? No.
Green light, give it okay.
Looks like Gang's got a good start. Fabric's got up on the inside there of Sipex. Sipex falling behind. Fabric's has got a drive through though. So, oh, Lady Pig's into the wall. Oh, I think Lady Pig just about kept it out of the wall there. But yeah, Sipex is the biggest loser out at the start there. Just wait front will all come through. The cameraman's struggling a little bit here. So Fabrics is going to have to take that stop go within 3 laps. Bad Ben's got a good start. He's got himself up into 3rd place. And then we got Ichigo's had a good start as well. And then there's Carpers. He's dropped back a little bit, I think. There's Migron and Maviti there as well. And then the guy Taz just behind Maviti. I think Takguna is going to be a sitting duck soon. There we go. Carper's getting it squirrely there. Oh, just about keep it out of each other there. Takguna's causing problems. Carrying that heavy front end damage where he must have had an off during the formation lap. Back to the leaders. And Mad is leading Febrex by, it says about 7 tenths there already. And you see Bad Ben coming into shot, followed by Ichigo. Sipex from 2nd down to 5th. Takguna somehow manages to stay in front of this chasing pack at the moment. Let's move further down as Studod under pressure from Pronstar. No, that's Beso, sorry, I apologise. Fraud, he's gotten too late, surely. Yes, he has. And then Takguna comes into the pits. Carpers having a look at Gaitaz there. Good Gaitaz get past. Carpers dropped backwards again, actually. Migron's had a great start. He's got himself up into, what, be 5th place now with Guna into the pits. Pronstar's gone even further backwards. He's 3rd from last now. Febrex leaving the pits there. So he's going to be onto the back of this pack pretty quickly. 2.5 seconds the lead to Bad Ben already. Sipex and Ichigo keep each other company for the 2nd lap. We've got this train of cars here where the fun is in the mid-pack. I do often wonder where this is where the skill is. Being stuck in the middle of trains like this. Such an uneasy exit to that corner. Plus an uneasy entry to this one and this one. So narrow. But I've got to say a relatively good start from the drivers here, considering where we are. Sipex is actually dropping off Ichigo as well, so he's not carrying over that quali pace, is he? It's great to see so many of the drivers sharing the same bit of track. After the 2nd lap here, who's that? It looks like Latter Power's putting a move on Basso. Basso holding the position at the moment. He's going to switch to the inside there. John G and Pronstar sharing a bit of track again. Big rivals last season. Pronstar's had a much better season so far. Latter Power did think about it, but backs out. Pronstar's laughing at something, I'm not too sure what it is. The Kool-Aid's starting to put pressure on Dudod here. Bit of a lag problem with him tonight. Let's hope we don't lose him on a dropout. I'll tell you what, actually. I might be having internet issues myself. I'm looking on my pings, and Pronstar's ping's pretty high. Lady Pigs looks like he's going to have a run on Prong. Lady Pig's going to be struggling down the straight, so. It's all separating a little bit further up. 4 seconds back from Mig Run to Sipex. 3 seconds Bad Ben lead over... sorry, Mad Gank over Bad Ben. Let's jump a ball with Carpers now. He's got past Gaites, so he's up into 7th place now. Just notice Mig Run's right on the back of Sipex here, so Sipex had an issue somewhere. Car looks clean. So Mig Run on the charge, top 5. Not had a decent middle phase of the season. Oh, someone's just completely gone off there. Who was that? Was that a guy? No. Have we lost someone? Mig Run. Okay, so I think we just lost Mig Run. Oh, he's still there. Yeah, he's into the wall or something. He's on the way again. Don't know what happened to him. So Mig Run was up in 5th place. He's all the way back now. Look at this train. Cars going up the mountain. Febrix, Latter Power and Lady Pig. Pedro Tomo we're on board with now. Putting pressure on John G. Whilst under pressure from Febrix, who had that early drive through on lap 1. John G, I think he just hit the ball there. So topsy-turvy in the... Oh, Febrix has just lost it. Into the wall for Febrix. That is going to hurt his rates big time. So I believe that Beso and Latter Power have had an issue coming together. Beso's admitting fault straight away. The guys are sticking with Carpers at the moment. Oh, Latter Power's race has just gone from bad to worse. He's just picked up a 30-second stop and go penalty. And he's not going to be exactly happy because he's got to have a whole train of leaders behind him. So, Gaites Carpers seems to be the battle to watch. Lady Pig and Febrix are both into the pits. Febrix for the 2nd time in less than 10 minutes. Not going his way tonight at all. Oh, Gaites just about keeping it out of the wall. Using every bit of road he can. Big gaps started to appear already. Doodles seems to be closing in on this battle. Let's keep an eye. It's 2.2 the gap in the last sector. Gaites visually looks closer. We've got John G. Massive damage to that front end BMW. I think, tell you what, I didn't notice Kool-Aid's sticking with Doodod. I don't know if Doodod's just had a bit of a, yeah, he's dropped back a little bit. He's just had a moment somewhere, I believe. Kool-Aid having a look, going for a lunge. It's not an ideal because that's one of them apex that just disappears from you. So Mad Gank leads from Bad Ben. Bad Ben in second, Ichigo third. 2 seconds off at the moment with Sipex already 6 seconds off the podium sitters. Then we've got Antmaviti in fifth. I mean, it's looking really good, to be honest, for Ichigo. Antmaviti really needs to get in front of Sipex to keep the championship alive. But Ichigo could wrap it up tonight by the looks of things. So Tat Latapal yet to take his stop and go penalty. Kool-Aid looks like he's starting to put pressure on Doodod here. Kool-Aid having a much better outing last week. Second race anyway. They're coming to the hairpin. All about their exit here. They're just about keeping it out of the wall. Brawl started no man's land. 5 seconds behind. It's nearly 6 seconds. He's got like 6 seconds in front of John G as well. He's got front end damage to the car. So that's a pal. Comes into the pits, takes his stop go. Should come out in clear air, so but it's going to be a long night for Latapal tonight. I think he had issues in quali as well. Pedro Tomei dropping off John G as well. Antmaviti has caught up on Sipex. Gone a bit too deep there. Been quite an improvement for Antmaviti in his driving standards. Not seen him in the instant room for a little while. Jump aboard with Gaitas now, trying to keep up with Carpers. Carpers looking really strong in the Audi tonight, sitting in 6th place. Antmaviti 2.5 seconds up the road. Oh, Doodod's dropped behind Kool-Aid. So Doodod's had an issue somewhere. Oh, Chigo's right on the back of Bad Ben here. We've got a battle for 2nd place. Two of the strongest drivers I've seen on Xbox. Great to have them taking part in our BoA League. I thought that power came in for the pit. And front end damage. Not a good evening at all for Latapal. I think they must have missed up stop and go. The Doodods now got to try and retake that position from Kool-Aid. Oh, G goes into the wall. Oh, I think that would have been minimal damage. But basically, Ichigo wins tonight. The championship sees. Just needs to stay in front of Antmaviti. Oh, Oh, he's had another one. Bang. This is, I'll tell you what, put a bar first at the end of the season. Not a bad idea. Okay. Alright. That's not annoying at all, is it? Well done, 505. You botched another update. You watch, we're probably going to miss the overtake of the season now.
Green light, give it all you can.
Alright, let's wait for the game to sort itself out. I didn't lag the guys up. Yeah, this is what happens with the game. Get loading. I was a bit worried because that ping's quite high. Brawl Stars has dropped, so. Right, did we miss out on anything? Ichigo's still. Well, it looks like Sipex has had the issue because he's now 8 seconds behind. I think that's just on pace. Ichigo is dropping behind though, 2 seconds. And Viti 1.7 behind Sipex. And then Guides has half a second behind Carpers. Back up the mountain. Promstar doing well in 10th place. Struggling quite a lot. We've got 2 of the Tap Boys who don't expect this, competing at the back of the pack. 2 laps down for both the drivers. Not a good evening for these boys. So, oh, John's off the track there. Through goes Tomei. John's front end. Oh, it must be because I've reloaded into the game. All the cards have got clean cards again. I don't know who's got damaged and who's not anymore. But yeah, clearly the game's still got issues. Well over a year after the original next gen update. So Kool-Aid and Doodod still battling for 8th and 9th. Kool-Aid looking strong, although we are only 1/3 into the race. And Mafiti's closing in on Sipex again. And he needs to. But he needs to stay in the race as well. Don't want to push too hard. You will soon find a concrete wall waiting for you. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Really not easy. I tried driving around here earlier on. It was on a green track. I think I've got about 3 valid laps in about a 20-minute session. Well, I am looking forward to getting back out on track with these lads again. Been a long time. We do have a Porsche Cup on Wednesdays. I'm taking part in that as well. That was a good figure. We had 16 drivers, I think, on Wednesday. So, you know, got an Xbox. So you got, well, you don't even need steering wheel. In fact, you come and join us. Got Discord in the description. So John G picked up the stop go. What's he got a stop go for? He's not to go. Anyway, Caesar's going from bad to worse. Yeah, decent season last season. It's just a curse of the league manager. So, 22 minutes into the race, Mad Gank leading Bad Ben by 7.3, and then we've got Ichigo in third place, who we've seen making contact with that right side a few times now. He literally just has to stay where he is. He's got a 9-second lead over Mr. Sipex, who's trying to keep Ampaviti behind him, who's 2 seconds behind. So I think the lead is 45 points. There's 50 points for a win. So, and needs to stay within four points. So ideally, he needs to get past Sipex. So Gaita's closing in on Carpers once again. And there goes Gaitas up into 6th place. I'll be honest, it looks away the screen, but it looks like Carpenter's got it out of shape. He's got front end damage now. Doodod's caught right up with Kool-Aid here as well. Is he going to go from moving to the chicane? No, backs out. Oh, Kool-Aid gets it wrong though. Kool-Aid jumps into the pits after that moment. Smoothly done, Kool-Aid. Made it look like he meant to do that. So big gaps are appearing now. So if you are in the chat, please come and say hello, because this is where it gets a bit boring for the viewers. Ask any questions you like, and I may try and answer. Carpers is into the pits as well. And Maviti's still 2 seconds behind Sipex. He needs to get a move on, but he's giving it everything he can. So John G, after reset, is in 15th. But tell you what, Mick Run, after his big problems, he's going to be coming back round again. It could be falling further back behind. John G, yes. Lady Pig's leading those who have pitted. Was waiting for Kool-Aid to exit the pit. Now he's way in front. Viti has closed in Sipex a little bit here. Gap down to 1.6. Sipex is actually closing on the Chigo as well. That's down by a second. I don't understand that, Jim. I got meatball in practice for wall ride like Ichigo's. Let's see what Hazy's messaging us. Okay, not even. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Just make sure it wasn't someone wants to join us on co-coms. And it's dropped back once again. It's dropped back about a second. Nothing else really to report just at the moment. Trying to keep an eye out for yellow flags. But I tell you what, they're doing pretty well around here tonight. Actually quite professional. It's so tricky, this track. So down in 15th. Not the night for admin. The highest place at admin at the moment is Doodod. He looks like he's going to be our young tech wizard, learning computing science at school. Paul Start, our stewarding aficionado, sorry. Kool-Aid during lockdown was our admin as well. That worked though over in America. Then we've got Beso, who helps out in the midweek leagues. Also admin, and then John G is the Xbox manager, and then you got myself, the PC manager. John's done a spectacular job since taking over me. It's been a tough season, lots of new drivers. Oh, John Badben just about keeps it out of the wall there. I keep clenching for these boys. We've also got Jim in the chat as well, who's also one of our admin. He's PC admin, moderator. Going to be getting him trained up on servers, as well as Mickey T. Yeah, decent little crowd we've got. Got another guy's helping us on the market in front. So big things coming Bubba's way. So don't see the stream as a down point. The lack of stream next season, it's all to make our leagues stronger. Because yeah, the streams are a nice bonus, but solid races is what drivers want. Chigo off the track there. He's getting a bit squirrely out there. Into the pits he comes. Perfect time, really. He's going to lost quite a bit of time out there, so Atmaviti won't know that he's just gone off. Sipex, I think, did take a big chunk out of time. It's hard to tell, really. So Doodod's got past Kool-Aid once again. This is a good 1-2 battle between these two, or ding-dong battle, I should say. Swap of position, but very little contact. From what I've seen, anyway. Pronstar Gaitaz also into the pits. So you heard it, we're halfway through. I can tell you Prongstar's got heavy damage. He's got a 1 minute pit. Oh, dude, on off the track. Kool-Aid had nowhere to go, really. Yeah, dude, I've got that wrong. Kool-Aid not really anywhere to go, I believe. Probably the least malicious person I know out there at Kool-Aid. So that releases Kool-Aid up into 6th or maybe 5th place with the pit the pits all being sorted out. Is that? I don't know who's battling with Sipex there. Sipex into the pits. And Viti into the pits as well, slamming on the brakes there. So the only one that's going to be out there yet to pit will be Mad Gank. Carper's Doodle's come out right in front of Carper's here, so Doodle's had a good turnaround. So if I go quiet sometimes, normally I'll get engrossed in this because this is going to be a big launch here, I think, from Carper's. So this is battle for 8th place. So we're going to have to wait another lap or two to see the full standings. But Carper's is having a look. He's going door to door with Doodod here. Oh, Doodod just about avoids contact. He has to back out of it. Lets Carper's through, but Carper's can't get it stopped. Through goes Doodod. Gonna have to do that all over again. Lady Pig's closing in on Pedro Tome here. Febrex, after his nightmare start, is catching up. He's up into 12th place. Just see. Oh, Ichigo's right up on Bad Ben here. So this is battle for 3rd place. Mank is into the pits. So I don't know whether that happened during the pits or what. Maybe can't seem to have any sort of damage now. Oh, Ichigo! Wondered if we'd seen him coming through at that corner sideways. I think it gets a little bit excited, does Ichigo? Viti has got past Sipex as well. So Viti up into 4th place, but he's a long, long way behind. 10 seconds behind Ichigo. That is a big ask within 26 minutes. But Ichigo is in a battle. This could be interesting. Lady Pig should be strong through the twisty bits. It's down the straight and the pulse really lax. Strong brakes, strong rotation. But yeah, not too good on the straights. The Carpers unable to repeat the move last time. Although we wouldn't want to see an exact repeat. So that lead was 10 seconds between Ichigo and Viti. Still is 10 seconds. I think there was a couple of tenths lower. You're going to need a lot more than that. Lady Pig. I wouldn't pull out the slipstream there. I'd stay in the slipstream every bit you can get in that pulse. Carper's on Doodod. Doodod's not had a quiet race at all. I think Doodod's come up second best there. Because Kool-Aid's 3 seconds up the road. I think it was Doodod who made a mistake putting back to Carper's. Vitty just literally staying in touch with these guys time wise. Tempo he's gone behind, so he's struggling to keep up. So at the moment, advantage to Chigo. What else is happening? Promstar's dropped down to 14th. Must have had heavy damage. And this is a battle we need to stay with. Although it's tempted to jump to the lead battle as well. Minutes remaining. 2/3 of the way into the race. Mad Mank got that wrong again. Gank. Bad Ben. And Ichigo on the top 3, 14-second lead. Mad Mank, Gank's got. Peso into the pits. Looks like his race is over. We have lost 2 other cars, I think. Yeah, Latter Power. I'm not too sure the other one is. Chigo still within half a second to Bad Ben. No, he isn't. He's overtaken him. Chigo's up into second place. This could be vital for the championship. It seems to be a driver that just picks up pace during a race. Not always at the top during quali. But his consistency. Look how planted that McLaren looks. Came out of nowhere, signed up as a reserve. But yeah, I'm pretty sure mathematically this does hand him the championship at the moment. And Maviti has caught up a little bit to Bad Ben. There's 10 seconds between them. He's going to need the driver of his life to catch up here. Or one of these two. Or any of the top 3 to fall out of the race. Carper's still trying to keep up with Doodod. Just realised no Hoonigan. Hoonigan was practicing earlier. Ben's not giving second place up. There's still a little battle going on between Tomei and Lady Pig. Let's see that as they come in. Where are they? Up the mountain. Been a decent race out there for many of the drivers. Carper's dropping back off Doodod a little bit. Doodod's actually starting to make inroads towards Kool-Aid again here. But just about keeps it off the grass there. That could have been a big problem because he would not have got that car stopped. He just about kept it off the grass once again. Pushing for everything he's got. Let's keep an eye on Ant Maviti makes his way around. See the gap Down to 9.5 seconds, so Amaviti is closing in. Took around a second out of these two last lap round. But I do believe Amaviti has traffic ahead. Is him here? He's got Sipex for company though. He's closing in 1.5 the second there. The gap there. Ooh, this race is not finished by a long shot. 20 minutes remaining. Or 19. Nice little battle between these Carpers is right side by side with Doodod. Carpers gets it up on the curb. We want to settle the car, but he's going to have a look surely up in the inside here. Just about gets it through up into 8th place for Carpers. Doodod's going to have the toe up the hill. But yep, Carper's got the position, free to go chase down Kool-Aid, who's around 4.5 seconds up the road. Bad Ben still unable to regain that position from Ichigo. Amaviti not making much time. Let's see if they come through the next split. Although Amaviti, we've got a battle coming up here for third and fourth place as well. Race is not over yet, guys. So Carper's pulling the gap there. Let's jump back to Lady Pig, because Lady Pig's all over the rear spoiler. So Sipex, I think, is just about to ruin Amaviti's season. Because he's under pressure from Sipex here. Although Bad Ben is not giving up that second place yet either. Look how close it is between these two. They make their way back up the mountain. Big run, Prong Star into the pits as well as Beso. Beso, sorry, he's retired from the race. He's going to be sitting there with front row seat of the race, no doubt, watching. Oh, Bad Ben gets it up on the curb there. This is going to get fruity. Oh, there's a contact. Was that contact? Oh, this could be interesting. And Maviti's coming round. Ichigo still facing the wrong way round. Cameraman, catch up. There goes Amaviti. Where's Ichigo? Is he still playing? He's got to wait. He's got to wait and wait and wait and wait. He's got to turn around quickly. Sky Taz is coming through now. What's going on? He needs to move. So, but he's about to lose another position though. This is now the battle for third place. That BMW looking really strong down the straight here. And Sipex, what's a move from Sipex there? What's a move? And Maviti yielding patiently there. This will keep the championship alive, but Amaviti almost gets it completely wrong there. Just 15 cars remaining out of 19. So Amaviti now sitting behind Sipex. But where is Ichigo? Is Ichigo's quit, I think. No, he's down in 9th, I'm sorry. But he's got massive front damage. This is crazy. This will put him so far back behind. So Amaviti really just needs to finish this, but I don't know. Another position will take a big chunk out of the lead. was all over. The championship was sewn up. Bathurst doing what it does. I just want to see where Bad Ben is in all this. 253. I'll tell you what. Bad Ben's going to bring himself back into this championship as well. Next week's going to be an interesting one, boys and girls. 1 hour and a half race. And the championship is not over now because Bad Ben's going to take a huge chunk of points out of Ichigo. So for the first time, I think ever in one of our leagues, we could have several winners. There are several possibilities for winners. And Viti looks like he's going to put another lunge on Sipex here. Not much Sipex can do here. And through he goes. We might have been sensible there. Yield so he can get the toe back up the hill. Mama hill. I've enjoyed this race so far. 12 minutes remaining. Or 12 and a half. It's been entertaining. Seems a couple of great overtakes. Namely for the guy on your screen at the moment. The red and black BMW. What a nice move on Viti, but Viti's got the position back on turn 1 on this lap. Corlade's caught up with Carper's here as well. No, sorry, I take that back. Carper's just got the position. So Corlade's carrying on. This is an Xbox League, mate. We do run a PC League as well. So Corlade's dropped to 7th. I think that's about right on his pace. That's where he should be finishing 6th, 7th, 8th. This looks a lot stronger. Yeah, that battle you was having with Ichigo was always going to end that way, mate. It was just so close. You can't drive that close up that mountain. Great effort for both of you, though. It's a shame, but you've kept it exciting, though, mate. The season's not over now. If you look in our description, mate, you can find our Discord link. We've got Xbox League, PC League. So I think our next one is actually our next main league's coming on coming up in June or end of May. But we do have other leagues running. Including Sipex has just got to move down once again on Viti. Yeah, our PC league's just coming up. You can join in as a reserve for our PC league. We've got 2 more races. We've got a week off this week, so that's on a Monday night. And then we've got a gentleman's league on a Thursday. But if you can't race on them days, or you're not over 30, you can join. I recommend SimZone. SimZone seems to be a good friendly league out there. I've watched a couple of their streams. Commentators much better than I am. These two still battling away as well. There you go. We've got Mr. Jim. Thank you, Jim. So everything's calmed down a little bit now. Sipex has got a 1.3 lead over Amatviti. Amatviti just needs to finish now and get the haul of points, and then Hopey Chigo's has a similar race as this one next week. Just double check where next race is actually. Final race is Kyalami next week, so we've got an hour and a half race. So great little battle between these two. Can be a lonely old track, this track. So I mean, you've got to say Mig Run, Prawn Star and Febrex are way out of position. But this guy had no airtime whatsoever. He's got front end damage actually. Could be interesting. I think that gap's actually come down. It's 11 seconds. It's not heavy front end damage, I don't think, though. But yeah, it's definitely quietened down, although the gap seems to have shortened between these two once again. Lots of to and fro in between these two. Chigo's fair play to him, got back out there, claiming the little points he can. Will make a difference next week, so fair play for getting back on out there. A lot of people have thrown in the flag tonight. Yeah, I've got to say the standard of the racing has improved a hell of a lot as Lady Pig clips the wall there. From the start of the season, it was a really rough start on both Xbox and PC. From what I could tell, PC is still a nightmare by looking at the stewarding reports. Hence why I'm going to be joining live stewarding next season. Try and clean it up out there. If a streamer just so happens to be watching, get in touch, because we are looking for a broadcaster. Not a lot to talk about in the last 5 minutes. So yeah, what last race? This is our first proper season on the 1.8 update. Tommy's looking really strong now. Not sorry, Lady Pig coming back up the hill. Watching the gaps, nothing's really changing. John G sitting 11th. Where's Gaitaz overall? fifth place. He's had a really quiet race tonight. Guy has. So quiet his name on the screen. There he is. But yeah, normally we will be racing tomorrow night, but tomorrow night's race has been postponed until next week, which was on the original calendar. I believe we were supposed to have an endurance race this weekend, but due to the amount of work it takes rebuilding the team, the admin team, I think we've got an endurance league up on for every weekend in May. I mean, it's. I'm going to have to say, I don't normally do this. I'm going to have to give the driver of the day to this guy, because I think by the looks of it, he's had the most faultless drive out there. I think we've seen pretty much everyone has one wobble or another. Bad Ben came out, whether legitly, on top in second place over Ichigo. I bet these two are going to have a good chat about this race afterwards. I'll have a look at Discord now. Okay. Understandably, Latter Power's a bit peeved. I will be as well after that. So now the drivers will be just aching to get this race done. Could be one more lap after this one. There's Mad Gank makes his way back down towards the chicane. Is Doodle actually closing in on Kool-Aid once again here? No, two seconds. I think it was a little bit. They've got a back marker and a blue flag out, but I don't think they matter around here. I think the Aussies just wave random flags around here. And there you hear the announcer. Mad Gank starts the final lap. But Ben's going to start his final lap. Sipex is a little further behind. Ichigo's there. I think that's all the TAC guys out this week. That is a shame. Lady Pig finally has dropped off a little bit from Tomei. They're going to be happy with a 10th place overall. So the tickers just ticks over. As Mad Gank comes back down the mountain one more time. Superb drive from Mad Gank. I would say faultless, but he's got front end damage. I imagine Prongstar's going to get out of the way so he can finish the same lap. Because Prongstar's not going to want to do another lap. Called it. Looking on Progstar's face, he's not impressed. Hopefully he can't hear me. I'm going to get something chucked at the back of my head.
The leader has finished the race.
So well done, Mad Gank, taking a well-deserved win. With Bad Ben coming around in second place, he's going to flip the standings on its head, taking that loads of points over Chigo. Chigo did make up a few positions at the end there as well. Or one position, sorry. So Sipex comes across the line. Atmaviti, fourth place, keeps the championship alive. And then Guys has going to come home and claim fifth place. Carper's in sixth. Kool-Aid seventh. Doodod eighth. Petro Tomate improving every race. He's going to take ninth place. And in 10th place will be Lady Pig. 11th place will be John G. As he crosses the line, Mig Run is going to come home in 12th. Progstar finished in 13th. Ichigo 14th, 15th, and the final driver, Febrex. So Beso does not score. So thank you guys for coming and watching. Hopefully you enjoy watching the race back. I hope he's got his broom, clear that mess up. We'll see you all next Sunday. I might stream Porsche Cup on Wednesday, so please do come and join us if you're available. But yeah, that's it from us this week. We'll see you again next Sunday.